What's up everyone, Logical Game here, back with a video today on Battlefield 6. We've just been given a brand new community update from DICE themselves. And this is basically talking like the success of Season 2 with the initial reactions, other stuff moving forwards like with BR solos, testing and like Railway, sorry. I'm not going to be going too much in depth with the BR solo stuff because that's not my forte. I'm not a battle royale person, but it is all here, and I will still show it so you guys can pause the video and have a look at it. But first, let's jump straight into the initial reactions. Right, so DICE put this up, I think, yesterday. I don't know, probably about like 10 a.m. or stuff, and I don't know what time really, but basically they're just saying like initial reactions to the season 2. Like we've seen a lot of positive reaction to Contaminated. Many of you have called out the sandbox variety, flanking routes and vehicle interplay as some of the best experience you've had so far in Battlefield 6. The feedback is incredibly encouraging and we can't wait to deliver even more. That is 100% true. Like Contaminated, up there in one of my best maps in BF6. Absolutely love the map. I think it's a brilliant map. They've done a really good job. Keep it up, DICE. Like, we need more of them, but we just need more per season. Because they even say it here, it's like the combat flow is such a big part of any multiplayer game, including Battlefield. And if your maps aren't that well, you're gonna have a bad time. So, great stuff, DICE. So far. I just wish there was a bit more. And I know I'm saying that a lot, but it is kind of what we need. Anyway, moving forwards. They start going on about Goldmud Railway, sorry. They're testing it in Battlefield Labs, what I think is good. And to be quite honest, really cannot wait to see what they do with it. Like, I know they're like they're remaking it, but they're reimagining it at the same time. So I don't know what it's going to entail. I just hope they're not going to squash it down and make it look a little bit different like they did to Operation Firestorm. Because I've played Firestorm in Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 Firestorm, and it was brilliant. But like you go into Battlefield 6 Firestorm and it's completely different. I just hope DICE do not mess up Goldmud Railway, because I tell you what, it is one of, if not the best maps from Battlefield 4. People may disagree with me, but I loved it, especially Objective F or G on the train. Absolutely amazing objective where they just have it on the train, it'll move backwards and forwards. Amazing that map was. So DICE, please don't mess it up, please. And they then go on about the time that they took to delay season 2 to allow improvements and quality of life updates. Well, it's great. Quality of life upgrades are great. Are great and all, but yeah, quality of life updates. I respect them and they are welcome, but I do want more content. Movement impacts every layers of the gameplay, and updates here needs to be deliberate and measured, with other gameplay system evolving alongside. We want to evaluate how overall combat experience settles before making further changes. Progression, thank God. Season 2 introduced improvements, but this topic remains an active and ongoing discussion internally. You think? Because I tell you what, I don't think I've got a weapon there in Masterclass 30 or something like that. Is the biggest complaint. So at least they're acknowledging it. Hopefully, DICE, you can make good on your word and improve it. They then you guys can read it here. I'm just going to be pointing it out a little bit. Portal. We initially delayed adding new hardware to the SDK to allow additional time stabilization. and the bug fixes. This includes delaying the addition of the Littlebird AH6M, which would be added to the SDK in a future update. Yeah, but wasn't it already in Portal? Like, they leaked it themselves during Season 1. Or am I wrong? But anyway, that's in the past. Paul will receive reports of latency, rubber banding, and some player-made experience. Our investigations show that having more than 40 vehicles in an experience can cause unnecessary lag. This includes vehicles that are spawned but not actively in use. Another alternative we've seen that improves latency is having the player count lowered from 64. We are continuing to investigate a long-term solution while also working to improve overall performance. Right, okay, so basically if you have too many vehicles on in Portal, that can cause like a lot of lag. But, oh well. I have no idea when it comes to the Portal stuff and everything. I think it's cool. I'm not going to lie. I do prefer Battlefield 2042's Portal, but that's a video for another day. Now they start going on about like new ways to experience Battlefield here, and they go on about like limited time modes, VL7 smoke, and like with that frostbite mode over the holidays. I get it. I get the limited time modes, but still they shouldn't be putting so many limited time modes. And that is something that community is really hating, and I do completely agree with what they're saying. Like, it is really annoying with so many limited time modes, because if you take out all the limited time modes, we've got like barely any content. But that's just my take on it. I don't really care for them. It's not really my sort of thing, so I'm not gonna really elaborate on that too much. But anyway, moving on to the next thing. Right, moving on, they go on about what's coming in Nightfall. Nightfall shifts the battlefield in a way that changes how you move, how you communicate, and how you read the battlefield. With darkness rolling in on a new map, sight lines shrink, audios become more important, and squad coordination matters more than ever. Night vision goggles featured on our roadmaps introduce a new layer of tactical decision making. It creates different kinds of tension, ones that feel tactical and immersive. We're excited to see how you step into the dark. To be quite honest, I'm excited for the Nightfall mode, because to be quite honest, some of the best maps were the well, I know we only got nighttime Savod, that's it in Battlefield 4, but like the ones that was in the PTE. Is it PTE? No, CTE, not PTE. Yeah, CTE, sorry. Yeah, like the maps that we got in CTE, where the 3 night maps, I think they were really good. And to be quite honest, I don't know how everyone would feel, but like maybe every now and then DICE, if they can't make like a 4th map, because I think the 3 maps should be the baseline. I think if we got a 4th map that was like this map, but it's in the dark, I don't know if anyone would agree with me on that. Let me know in the comment section below. But I think having the maps changed to night times would be brilliant. Like, I think that would just be brilliant. Could you imagine? What is it? Oh, what is the map called? Siege of Cairo at night time. Oh, that would be good. Same with Contaminated. Change that to a nighttime map. I think that would be pretty interesting. Like, have nighttime maps of the original maps, I think would just add that little bit extra layer. And yes, it's the same map, but then also it's a completely different map as well. But everyone's to their own. I will leave that up for discussion in a future video. But anyway, I digress. Moving on. Progression. Progression has been a constant topic of discussion with continuing monitoring data and reviewing your experience. it's clear that certain parts of progression, particularly within weapon mastery, are taking too long to feel rewarding. You don't say. So the outline introducing targeted adjustment aimed at smoothing the overall progression, pacing, reducing unnecessary grind. So basically, to cut to the chase, they're going to be cutting down the XP, especially on sidearms. Because apparently sidearms are really tough to level up, and to be quite honest, I do kind of see it. Like, it's really does take a long time to level up sidearms and main weapons. Like I said earlier, like haven't got a weapon above 30 weapon mastery. Ping system. We've heard your feedback that the current ping system can feel cluttered, hard to read, and an intense moment. Clear communication is critical in Battlefield, and we want pings to feel more. With our next update, we're addressing an issue where enemies spotted using a recon drone would not constantly remain marked for squad members. In some cases, the spot would briefly appear on now and then. Even when visibility was maintained, this fix ensured drone spotting behaves more reliably and remains visible when appropriate. Right. So later in the season, we're planning broader refinements to the ping system, focused on improving the clarity, reducing visible noise, strengthening squad readability. These updates are aimed at making communication faster and easier to interpret without changing the core feel of squad coordination. Looking further ahead, we'll continue to evolve the system with improvements to how pings are prioritized, how responsiveness they feel, and how they are presented. We'll share more details as those changes get closer to release. Okay, so they changed like the whole ping system and everything, so sounds quite good actually. Like I said, I'm not a red set kind of guy, but feel free to pause the video, have a read through this. I'll leave this whole blog in the description below as well, so you guys can read at your own pace. Battle Royale solo testing coming to the latest update. To be quite honest, I'm very surprised that's not in it at launch, but I don't know. It's this weekend coming, actually, at the time of me making this video. So yeah, if you can jump on there and you really like the solos, like, definitely test it out. Hopefully they'll add it and everything. So yeah, I think that is just all. They're just going on about community highlights, Undead Ground Zero. We might test that out in a future stream or something. Actually, that won't be a bad one. Join us. Season 2 represents a step forward. Approaching updates and communications. Oh, that seems very good. So I'm looking forward to some of the updates, but if you guys are really like still on the fence of like the whole like content wise, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for season 3. I'm hoping season 3 is like the turning point what this game needs, because it needs it. It needs more content. But only time will tell. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a thumbs down if you didn't. And if you didn't like it, please put in the comment of what I could do to improve myself. And if you did like it, leave a comment on what I did well. Helps out a bunch, and I'm always willing to learn and adjust my approach to recording and streaming, actually. So take it easy, everyone. Hope to catch you in the next live stream or video. Take it easy.